You wake up stiff, not just sore, but like your body is resisting its own weight. Getting out of bed isn't effortless anymore. It's calculated, slow, careful, and that nagging ache in your lower back? It follows you like a shadow, quiet but constant, dull but persistent. You've tried everything, painkillers that dull it for a while but never solve it, mattresses advertised as orthopedic or pressure reducing. You've contorted yourself in yoga classes, stretched in awkward angles, and maybe even blamed your chair, your shoes, your age. But nothing really works. And here's why. Not because you're weak, not because you're getting old, but because everyone, your doctor, your friends, even those helpful YouTube experts, has been missing the one simple truth, the overlooked, inconvenient, and frankly unprofitable reality that's been hiding in plain sight. Because what if your back pain isn't even about your back at all? Let me tell you about Sarah. She's 62. She walks every day, eats clean, doesn't smoke, doesn't sit around all day. She's not sedentary. She's doing what everyone says is right. But still, every single morning, like clockwork, her back screams the second she stands up. She swapped mattresses, bought new shoes, blamed her old desk job. She was about to give up and accept the pain as just part of getting older. Until one Tuesday, her physical therapist looked her in the eye and said something that stopped her cold. Your back pain isn't about your back. She laughed. Then she got angry. Then thankfully she listened, because what she learned changed everything. The hard truth is this. After 60, your back pain probably isn't about wear and tear. It's not just age. It's not arthritis. It's not even bad posture, at least not in the way you've been told. It's something far more invisible, something that modern medicine doesn't focus on because it doesn't fit neatly into a prescription bottle or a billable treatment plan. It's the silent collapse of your body's hidden core, a small, deep network of muscles buried beneath the surface. Not your abs, not your six-pack. These muscles are so quiet, so underused, that most people go decades without knowing they exist. Imagine your spine as a suspension bridge. The road is your spine, the cables that hold it up, your muscles. Now picture just one cable starting to fray. At first, the bridge still stands. But over time, as weight and tension build, the whole thing starts to sag, twist, and eventually something breaks. That's what's happening in your body. And that one fraying cable is the deep core, what physiologists call the transversus abdominis, the multifidus, the diaphragm. Muscles you've never trained because no one taught you how. And here's what most people get wrong. Stretching won't fix it. Painkillers won't fix it. Even most traditional back exercises won't fix it because they're targeting the wrong muscles entirely. They're strengthening the big outer muscles, the show muscles, while the real culprits remain asleep, weak, and disconnected from your movement system. But there is a solution, and it begins with waking up what's been ignored for too long. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, another trendy exercise gimmick, let me stop you. This isn't about crunches. It's not about planks. It's not about hitting the gym. It's about a simple 3-minute movement that came from a 97-year-old study buried in the archives of a university medical library. Research that proved beyond any doubt that activating this forgotten core could realign your spine's entire support system. Better than months of therapy, better than drugs, better than gadgets. So why haven't you heard of it? Because it doesn't make anyone rich. There's no subscription, no machine, no equipment to sell you, no $200 specialist visit. And that's exactly why it works. Tonight, yes, tonight, before bed, I want you to try one thing. It takes 60 seconds, and it just might be the first real relief you've felt in years. Lie down flat on your back, bend your knees, keep your feet flat on the floor, breathe in deeply. Then as you exhale, gently draw your belly button down as if an invisible string is pulling it toward your spine. Not sucking in, not flexing, just slowly letting the breath empty, and with it, allowing those deep, quiet muscles to reawaken. Hold for 5 seconds. Release. Do it 3 times. That's it, because this isn't a workout, it's a wake-up call. You're not building strength yet, you're rebuilding connection, between brain and body, breath and balance. You're turning the lights back on in muscles that have been asleep for years. Muscles that have allowed your spine to sag, your joints to strain, and your days to start in pain. Still skeptical? I get it. But this isn't theory. When researchers at the University of Copenhagen studied this breath-core connection in older adults with chronic back pain, 79% of them reported significant relief within 2 weeks, not months, weeks. And those who stuck with it? They were hiking again, playing with grandkids without wincing, gardening without the creeping dread of pain. They didn't take a miracle pill. They didn't need surgery. They just reactivated a system their bodies had forgotten. And in doing so, gave themselves something more powerful than any treatment: control. Yes, the full recovery takes more than one night, but it's not complicated, it's not expensive, and it doesn't involve gimmicks. What it does require is consistency, a commitment to reconnecting with the body you live in every day, because your spine isn't broken, it's been abandoned. And now you have the chance to rebuild that connection from the inside out. So tonight, try it, just once. That simple breath, that small shift, and see what tomorrow feels like. Then if you're ready, stay with it. Because what comes next isn't just relief, it's a new way of standing, walking, moving, and living. The way your body was designed to. Back pain after 60 isn't inevitable. It's just been waiting for you to remember what your body already knows. And now, it's time to remember. So now you know the truth. It's not about age. It's not about your job, your shoes, or how many pillows you sleep with. And it's certainly not about surrendering to the idea that pain is just part of getting older. What you're feeling every morning is your body trying to communicate something deeper, something long overlooked. It's not weakness, it's disconnection. And now for the first time, you have a path forward that doesn't rely on prescriptions, gimmicks, or guesswork. This is about reclaiming something you didn't even know you'd lost. Your core isn't just for six-packs or fitness influencers. It's your spine's foundation. It's what supports every breath you take, every step you make, every bend, twist, and reach. And if that foundation has been asleep for years, no wonder your back has been crying out for help. The good news? You can wake it up. And it doesn't require hours in a gym or a second mortgage for treatments. You just need to begin. That first 60-second breath tonight isn't the cure. It's the key, the way in, the moment your brain and body start speaking the same language again. And as small as it seems, that one moment of focus, that gentle pull of your belly toward your spine, is the spark, the beginning of change. Because what you're doing is reactivating a biological system that was built for support, but has been ignored in the modern world of sitting, rushing, and doing. And here's the beautiful part. Your body remembers. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to be perfect. Your deep core muscles are designed to hold you up, to stabilize and align you without strain. They've just been waiting for you to find them again. With each breath, with each small movement, that memory comes back. And with it comes strength, balance, and a quiet confidence that you can trust your body again. Sarah did it. Thousands of others have too. They weren't special. They were simply willing to try, to stop blaming the obvious and look a little deeper, to believe that change doesn't come from magic. It comes from mindful, simple action. If you've been searching, hoping, trying everything under the sun with no lasting relief, maybe it's time to go back to the beginning. To rebuild from the inside out. You don't need another gadget. You don't need someone selling you a miracle. What you need is already inside you, quiet, steady, and ready to help. And with consistency, with a few focused minutes each day, your body will respond. The pain may not vanish overnight, but what will change is your relationship to it. You'll feel supported, empowered, and slowly the pain will fade, because you've stopped treating symptoms and started addressing the real cause. So tonight, give yourself a moment, not for a workout, not for a routine, but for a reconnection. Breathe, focus, feel. And when you wake up tomorrow, don't just notice if the pain is gone. Notice how different you feel. That small shift, that's the beginning of something much bigger. Because this isn't just about relief. It's about remembering who you are and how strong, capable, and whole your body can still be. It's time to come home to yourself, one breath at a time. Let me know if you'd like this adapted for a voiceover, email series, or printed guide. It can be tailored for many formats.